Kirk Duckwall, the House Geek here, with one more and maybe our last video in our Be the Smartest Seller in the Neighborhood video series. In this video, we're going to be talking about standing out today with the right marketing. If you haven't had a chance yet, make sure you check out those other videos that we have. We have when to list to maximize value, and that's not just the times of year, but also even the days of the week that make the difference, and then times to avoid. Then we have avoiding the fry effect, getting your home ready to sell. If you're curious what that fry effect is, check out that video. The impact of decluttering, staging, and photography, determining value, and then the pricing strategy to maximize that value. Okay, let's talk about marketing. Actually, one more thing real quick. Make sure you also download our free Smart Seller Guide where we cover not only the tips that we've talked about, but a whole bunch more that'll help you in the selling process and getting the most for your home. Okay, on to that marketing. All right, most people know about Zillow. Zillow has a great product, and they offered it up to just a handful of agents. It's an exclusive product that they have that allows them to stand out above the rest over the rest of the listings on Zillow. Now, why is this important? Well, Zillow is the #1 used website by consumers across the country. And to be able to stand out there will help you stand out and perform better. So this is called Zillow Showcase. Well, what makes it different? Well, take a look at a standard listing and then take a look at this. So a Zillow Showcase listing is much more dynamic, moving, large photos, but one of my favorite features is it has these floor plans where it shows where each photo has been taken and then the angle that it's been taken at. There's a whole bunch of other tools here. I'm not going to go through all of them, but one of them is even restaging different furniture styles to see for different buyers' tastes. And so how does this impact the listings? Well, I've been tracking it now for the last 3 years. 68% more page views on average, 2 times more showings, and half the market time. Now, we looked at the showcase listings in comparison to the market average, and they are selling on average for 9% more. So, yeah, something that you want to have on your side. Lastly, Zillow prioritizes the showcase listings and keeps them up top in the ranking for a lot longer. And then when you combine this with cancel relist strategies, that you can really stay front and center all the time on that #1 site. Now, a lot of agents, yeah, they use Zillow. Not a lot of agents use Showcase. But here's another spot you can really stand out with something that's very engaging and dynamic. And that is custom listing videos that can go out and be targeted on Facebook and Instagram. And the ability to target home shoppers with keyword searches is amazing. Here is an example that we're looking at of one of those videos that I've put out there. And we can see, same one as where I had just created it with that last tool. We put it out on Facebook, and with one ad running for 3 days, we had 2,518 views and 153 direct link clicks into that listing. That turns into showings, that turns into offers. So making sure that you're going above and beyond MLS, going above and beyond, a lot of agents talk about, the staging and the photography. I know we discussed that in the last video. And I'm really glad to see agents stepping up. When I got into this business, there were far more agents that were using non-professional photography, not staged, than there are today. So your competition is getting tougher out there. So utilizing tools like the showcase listing, like these directly targeted ads, brings more buyers to your property versus the competition. But it goes back. Some of the old strategies still work. Open houses. Open houses, I know some people are shy about them. They're like, I don't want the neighbors coming through. Well, statistically, you do. Neighbors tell coworkers, right? I have done studies on this, and I've tracked about 10% of listings sell because of the open house. Not necessarily directly where somebody comes in and sees it and writes an offer, but again, a neighbor comes in and tells a coworker, and then the coworker books a showing. Or a parent drives by, they see the open house, they're in the area, they tell their son or daughter who's out of state, whatever it may be, they book a showing with their agent and come out and see it. So open houses is still a great strategy. And going back to that improving outcomes with data class that I wrote for the state, we tracked this, and homes on average that have open houses sell for about 5% more than those that don't. Now, granted, we see with the ones that tend to have the open, some of these other pieces of at least the professional photography and staging and those things happening with it, which obviously helps. But it does get more buyers in the door, and more buyers in the door typically means a higher price. Again, make sure you check out that link to get that Smart Seller Guide. Also in that link, we have our updated monthly forecasts on there. And if you are thinking about making a move, selling a home is one of the biggest financial decisions most people ever make. I'd be happy to come out and give you a total market overview and a recommended repairs list for getting your home ready to sell. You can visit me at housegeeks.com or give me a call directly, 651-303-0019. Hopefully you found these video tips helpful. Take care.